playing for Team Neurosoft, it's gonna be Krass as the orange Terran.
And his opponent is spawning across from him. Sorry about that, stole that from you. It's gonna be Fnatic Harstem playing, obviously, for Fnatic. Oh, this is actually a little unfortunate. This early into the game, he already has a probe that's on follow command, and he hasn't noticed yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, he lost about 20 minerals there. It's not the end of the world. Well, Daybreak, we're on to the classic map, and he loves Krass more than words can say. I love it when guys have friendly banter.
Yes, it's another story when you see Nurture play. But
All
yeah,
right,
so a PvT on Daybreak. I feel that Daybreak is like a very nice map as well, if the Terran opts to go for mech, but in generally I feel this map is always like quite balanced between both sides.
Yeah, this is the ultimate balanced map, the ultimate classic map. I have yet to meet somebody who downvotes Daybreak on the ladder.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often.
It also gives you a nice. It's sort of nice to have this feeling to like play on a map that is so completely and utterly figured out that you just feel totally comfortable with. Like for me as a Zerg player, when I play on a map like Daybreak, I feel totally and utterly comfortable knowing exactly where all of my overlords have to go and stuff like that. It just makes you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, it's like where I'm gonna put my proxies, where your opponent is gonna scout the least, stuff like that. It's always so nice to know about the map, and that's just experience, really.
And there is no map out there that people have more experience on than this one. So, just to go back over to Krass. Ah, yeah, that's true. Scrap Station. It's a pretty balanced map as well. Oh my god, can you imagine oracles on Scrap Station? Okay, well, or tempests on Scrap Station.
Like... All these are awesome ideas, but we have a similar offer as we actually saw in our very first game we cast today. It's a Quick Reaper, followed up by a Reactor Expand.
The difference here is that Krass is keeping all three guys in gas, so we could feasibly see him go into double Reaper production off of this. That'd be kind of cool to see. And, well, we'll see what he opts for. I'm actually really excited to see what happens here, but the Reaper moving into the main now. Picks off one probe already. Krass starting off with some nice harassment here. Has to be careful not to get clumped in there by
him. Yeah, he almost got trapped there with the probe and the Zealot. That would be pretty cool. But
it's double
this
Reaper
can... Oh, nice.
I like
insane.
This. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely with the Sentry out. That's so cool. And he's making another Sentry, and Sentry's making a lot more difficult. Like, if you usually go like Zealot double Sentry, if you want to defend against one Reaper, or 3 Reapers, potentially even 5. That's
yeah, the problem now is, the real big problem is that Harstem has not scouted at all.
Yeah, also another reason like a lot of Protosses aren't scouting like with the probe after Gateway in a PvT is by the time you arrive, it's usually like okay, so I was saying, when you arrive with the probe at the Terran's base, it's like walled off, and it's like, yeah, I just lost mining with this one probe. He scouted almost nothing.
Indeed,
right.
Indeed.
As the lagger.
We have our lagger out of the game.
Game resumed.
And we have Reapers numbers 2 and 3 moving across the map, Nova, and we'll see exactly what can happen here. As you said, this is going to be, on the one hand, he has that floating mothership core, which is obviously immune to Reaper shots since they don't shoot up, but there's not really all that much damage output on the ground.
Yeah, it's just a Sentry. It's not known for their high damage. But
Indeed,
we'll see how it goes.
Tickle noodle.
He knows it's incoming though, but
let's see what he can get done. He doesn't want to commit to this with the mothership core up there, and I guess he just doesn't want to lose
potential like
Reapers.
getting like, if he overextends and there's like a time warp down with some couple of good force fields, he could risk losing the Reapers.
Very
but
true.
I don't really want to like spend force fields that early on Reapers.
Especially with energy going into this hallucinated Phoenix as well.
Yeah, that's why you get the early sims as well, so you can get a quick scout, get a quick feel of what the turn is up to, and respond accordingly. And he sees it's 2 racks with his Steam or combat on the way. We know it's Steam, of course, and a relatively quick starport as well.
Indeed, we have a reactor coming up on that factory, so it looks like he's going to switch that over to the starport pretty quickly. He could actually go for a couple of Widow Mines out of that first. And
losing a Reaper here.
Drop.
To the
Indeed.
sentries. But he still gets a good feel of, with the Reapers I feel you always get like a good feel of what the Protoss opponent is doing. I mean, it's 3 sentries. And a photon overcharge going down as well. Another Reaper falls and he sees
He
the
has
double.
lost 2 Reapers.
Yeah,
He has lost 2 Reapers now, so that's 100 gas that's gone down the drain. But he's getting a good amount of scouting information out, and he forced 100 energy off that mothership core. So this isn't too bad.
One more hit from the sentry, but he's gonna get out with this 1 Reaper, and that's actually a big deal for a later scout.
Indeed, he's trying to chase it down to the mothership core, but he decides against it. Alright, so we did just see the factory did get switched over. The reactor is now on the starport. Didn't opt to go for any Widow Mines just yet, and he's actually going to be floating that factory across the map, so he's just going to be going for standard old bio-medevac play.
Yeah, so no bio mine, which could be effective till a certain point, but he saw the robo, he knows observers are gonna be on the field, so not gonna invest in those widow mines. Now
Indeed.
tries to kill a worker there, but losing the Reaper in return. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I killed 3 workers total with the Reapers, which is fair.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Steam is about to finish first medivac over here, and he's going straight for the drop. So perhaps he wants to drop, and then if he has the opportunity and the Protoss overreact, he can run in the Marines at the Zalnaga in the mineral line.
We'll see what he does opt for here. He's stimming the units, trying to go after a couple of probes. He does get one of them moving forward. There is energy for an overcharge, but he hasn't used one yet. He's focusing down one stalker, focusing down the other stalker. Is he going to get it? Looks like he will. No Marines have gone down yet, and he just lifts them all up and leaves. Overcharge goes down, but he gets away.
Yeah, the medivac is in red HP though. He needs to be extremely careful with that.
Absolutely.
And 1-1 is about to finish for Harstem here together with the first Colossus. And there we go, Twilight Castle on the way.
Looking at the worker count quickly, Krass is down by 44 to 48, so Harstem is ahead there. But the mules helping out quite nicely, and we have another drop going into the main here. There's not really all that much in the way of defense. We have 11 Marines moving forward. There's a cannon coming on up, but it's not anywhere near done yet. A couple of more probes go down. There's no range on this Colossus, and here comes the other.
Oh, but he gets just
nice
snipe there.
Nice focus.
And Photon Overcharge just finished on the Nexus, so he can start harassing this, but he gets shut down by this 1 Colossus.
He does get that 1 stalker though, so not totally.
Yeah, it was an okay trade.
Indeed, he did kill off 8 workers there as well, so he has evened out the worker count.
Yeah, and taking the 3rd in the pocket expansion, let's call it, rather than at the usual location. What do you think about that? Does it like tell you that he perhaps wants to be extremely aggressive throughout the entire
meeting? That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what it looks like. And he's continuing it. He's running guys into the mantril again. There is that Colossus there, so he will be able to ward that off. But overall, I mean, he's continuing to do damage.
Yeah, and the second starport is on the way behind his 2-1 on the way, and 2-2
drop
for
in the
Harstem.
natural mineral line again, picking off 2 more probes. He gets 2 sentries. That's pretty big. And
yeah, there's not enough stalkers to really defend against these medivacs at the moment, and with the speed boost, it makes Terran so mobile to maneuver around like he's doing right now.
And we have another force moving in at the front. The drop tries to go down on the natural, but it is shut down. Again, he just runs fast. Another overcharge has gone down. But, I mean, is he going to get the mothership core? It looks like he will. That's 100 gas going down the drain, but it gets away with 2 hit points.
Wow.
Nice micro on these medevacs, keeping them alive. Oh, he's out of the range of the overcharge. He might be able to snipe this robotics bay, and it looks like he will.
Yeah, he will definitely get it. But
another drop.
This double drop, and he might be losing medivac. Yeah. He's losing medivacs here and there, and that's good for Harstem though. So Harstem doing an overall pretty proper job of defending against all this aggression from Krass.
The problem now is that Krass is establishing this third phase. He's continuing to produce workers. He's actually only ahead by 2 at this point, just because he has cut workers for quite a while. But this dropping is relentless, and he's still trading reasonably well against Harstem. If we look at the resources lost, it's actually almost dead even at this point, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but Harstem's 2-2 is about to finish his stabilizing, but oh, look at this! Krass has actually forgot combat shield during all this.
He actually has, it's true. That's pretty big actually, but well,
Very. Oh, if feedback goes down, not killing the medivac
Nice.
though, but. And there's
17
another drop in the
workers
main. So much aggression from Krass, man.
this is ridiculous out of him, and it's actually really well controlled, although these two medevacs are incredibly low in hit points. He's gonna have to be very careful getting out with those. And he does
Ow.
succeed in getting away. Only 11
Such
hit
a
points
nice
on that.
save. And there's another.
He's dropping the natural.
Natural.
And he is just relentless with this. Like you said before, he's getting really ahead in supply just by continuing to have Harstem pinned down.
Oh, but
And
nice feedback there.
even if he's not doing damage, though, the big thing now is that even if he doesn't do damage, he's continuing to pin Harstem down. Harstem cannot take a third with this relentless aggression going on.
Yeah, getting a high Templar, but that medivac is about to drop. But look at what's rallying at the Zalnaga watchtower. There are a bunch of Vikings, and ready for a big frontal push right now to perhaps, I don't know, get a further lead, I guess.
Oh, he picks off two of the Templar moving in. There's only one Colossus here, and he's one volley away from picking that off the Vikings, and it does go down. Krass is ahead by 40 supply, pushing forward once again. Charge is done. There's an upgrade advantage for the Protoss.
Yeah,
So
Storm is
Krass
not even
careful.
close to being finished, so
Well, he only has one Templar as well. The rest got picked off. So he's really not looking good at the moment.
and
Krass
Harstem
is
just needs
continuing
to
to pump.
stall this attack from Krass. Once he gets 3-3, it becomes a lot more stable for him, but he's on 104 supply against the 150 from Krass, and Krass keeps up with the Viking direction, which at the moment is not really what he needs. He needs to get Ghost, I feel.
I agree completely. We also see Harstem taking a sneaky third base.
look.
We'll see. Ooh, he lands the Vikings. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Vikings actually have pretty decent DPS on the ground, and here we go. The next engage going down. Charge loss doing quite a bit of damage here, but Harstem is so far down in supply. Does he have enough to hold? It doesn't look like it. Storm is nearing completion. He does have two Storms as soon as the research is done, and Storm is done. Will he get a good Storm off? An
That's
amazing
a very
storm
excellent
goes off.
Storm.
And another one as well.
Wow.
And it looks
Yeah,
like
it looks
Krass
like he's
can
gonna
ward it
hold
off.
this. And the
Will hold this
real
push.
problem here for Krass is the lack of medivacs. Like 2 fresh medivacs join up, but during all that aggression he lost quite a few medivacs, and it makes it very complicated. Plus he was producing a lot of Vikings as well, and against the one Colossus, and yeah, I don't know. But he keeps up the aggression right here.
There's an Archon.
Yeah,
that will do
props are
enough
being
splash
pulled, and
damage.
that's a bad sign.
Yeah, Krass is up by about 60 supply here. Harstem is having a lot of trouble trying to hold this. There is an Immortal coming on down that'll help a little bit, but there's just too much DPS here. Looks like Krass is going to take game 1 in this best of 3 series. GG, well played. 1-0 for Krass.
Yeah, Krass's pressure in the mid game definitely paying off right there. Was so insane, very well controlled, and yeah, we'll be getting into the next game.